All right, welcome race fans here to the season finale here at Maximum Speed Racing. Great racing going on out here, a lot of practicing, I should say. This is going to wrap it up here. Now going into tonight's race, we do have our champion that we will talk to, and it looks like it's pretty much going to be sewed up. Christopher Hurlow is going to be our champion, I am sure, unless something really drastically happens, but I highly doubt that. He could pretty much almost start and park tonight and still win the championship without a problem. A few developments there last week kind of tightened up the points, or changed up the points, I should say. And he's, I believe, his closest competitor, maybe about 45 points out or something like that. I'm not sure. But anyhow, yeah, stick around to the end of this here and watch us crown our champion. So, but enjoy practice here. Make sure you got something to drink, something to snack on, and get ready for a great race out here tonight at Maximum Speed Racing. Thanks for watching us here at MaxSpeedTV. All right, a couple minutes left here until qualifying, and it is open qualifying, knockout qualifying. We'll be doing it in 2 different sections, so get ready here for this to happen. I think they're in a driver's meeting right now. They've been in there a couple of minutes, and getting things all squared away, making sure everybody understands the rules and whatnot. So we'll be right directly. We'll be with them just to make sure that everybody understands the rules, and we're going to get after qualifying here in just a minute and a half. So stay with us, folks. Don't go anywhere.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, so qualifying has begun. A few guys getting out on the track after the drivers' meeting, a little bit late running over, but they're after it now. And we'll see these guys turn in some pretty good laps here. And then it is open qualifying, just to remind you. Open qualifying means everybody gets out on the track at the same time together. And that does produce some pretty fast times. 60 laps is all they're turning here tonight, so this is a season finale again, like I reminded you earlier. Season finale, we will crown our champion, and by the looks of it, it looks like Christopher Hurlow has pretty much got the championship sewed up. I believe all he's got to do is start and park tonight, but that's just not the racer in him. He is dedicated to this sport here, or this hobby, I should say. And he wants to go out here and try to win one, so, win the final race of the season. So, could be interesting here. The outcome is yet to come. You guys are going to have to stay with us all the way to the end and listen to Christopher talk about his season here at Maximum Speed Racing. We're going to have a guest in the booth with us tonight here. Scott Brinson is going to be our in-car reporter again this week. This is going to be awesome to have him in the booth. In just a minute here, we'll get a talk with him. I think he might be out there qualifying right now. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can find him around the track here somewhere. And maybe he might not be going to qualify. Nope. I don't know. He might not be going to qualify. Some guys have elected not to qualify, and that is their prerogative. Nope, there he is out there right now with our possible champion, Christopher Hurlow. Those two, I guess, have talked it out, going to team up tonight. So get ready for some exciting racing here at Maximum Speed Racing. Season finale. This is season ending of season number 5 in the trucks. Now we're going to take a week off, and then we'll be back with, we're going to run the B cars on Tuesday night to kind of change it up a little bit. Something a little different here and take a break from the trucks. But I assure you we'll probably be back with the trucks before long. I think the trucks are pretty popular amongst a lot of the drivers in here. So, but we'll more than likely be back with the trucks. I don't think it's going to be a huge field here tonight. A lot of people have decided, well, they're not in the running for the championship. They probably just don't want to show up. Daytona, some people, just not their forte. They're just not a super speedway type of person. But, it's a different kind of racing compared to short track racing. A lot of people say it doesn't take talent. Well, I'll tell you what. In my opinion only, I think it takes more talent to run these super speedways than it does a short track. But that's just my opinion. All right, so Scott going to be our in-race reporter tonight, and whenever they get done qualifying here, we're going to stay on him here for a few minutes, and when he gets done qualifying, then we'll try to get in there and we'll get a word with him before the race and ask him what his options are tonight, what his plan is. They are going to have to make at least one, well, they'll have to make one pit stop for sure. They are running 100% fuel, but can't make it 60 laps on a tank of fuel unless there is a bunch of cautions. And I hope that don't happen. Just hope it don't happen. Yeah, the bad thing about qualifying is with the open qualifying like this is if you do get if you touch that person ahead of you and you get a 0x, it does not count that lap. That's kind of the bummer about this. And I'm not really sure, but I don't think we're going to go to the open qualifying next season. I think we're going to go back to the 2-lap qualifying for each driver. There'll be lone qualifiers. So I think it was a good theory, and it does kind of make it fun and interesting. But something that maybe we might want to change up for next season with the B car. I don't know. Ed and I haven't really discussed this fully, but a lot of big changes coming for next season. Big changes. We're going to kind of go back to our roots a little bit and try to get the old style racing back in the league here again. And maybe it'll clean up the races. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But we're gonna try. We're gonna give it a valiant effort. And hopefully all you viewers do kind of stick around with us and watch us as next season to see if any of the changes we're going to make is going to make better racing, maybe tighter racing. So but hopefully you stick by us here next season. Give us all your support. We appreciate that. Vernon Margam out there. Good deal. Like to see Vernon out there. He needs to get hooked up with somebody though and try to get up there on the top spot. But let's see where he is at right now. Back in 14th place. As you can see, we've got a lot of guys that are not going to qualify. I believe there's about 23 drivers in the server, something like that. Let's see. Can't count me. Can't count Roger. So that'd be 23. 23 drivers in the race, so not bad. All right, I'm going to see if I can get a word in here with Scott now. Scott, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Rudy. How you doing?
Hey, good, brother. So are you ready to embark on this journey here tonight at Daytona, the season finale, and be my in-car reporter?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. Give me just 1 second, Rudy.
Sure thing.
Let me hit the mute button there. All right. Yeah, Rudy, I'm ready, man. This is the second time I've done this, and season finale. Everybody's excited, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I like the concept of that, and gosh, I really hope that we can you stay with us next season, Scott, because it has been an absolute pleasure having you here, helping me in the booth. I mean, totally. And we've kind of really grown to be great friends, and man, I hope nothing ever happens between us, man, because it's been awesome. But I'm looking forward to another season, and hopefully we can get some more in-car reporting from you.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming back, Rudy. I'm not going nowhere. I love doing this every Tuesday night, being a part of this, and I'm excited about switching to the B car. And I got a new paint scheme for it. Going to be running the old WCW NWO paint scheme from back in the 90s.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, I'm not going nowhere, Rudy. I'll be there every Tuesday for as long as you have me.
All right. Well, it looks like first round of qualifying's over, so that's going to give you a chance to get back out there and see if you can better your times, Scott. So do you want me to kind of mute myself so you can kind of stay focused and try to see if you can beat that time?
No, you can keep doing your broadcast. That's fine by me, man. I'm in here. I'm on another channel with Herlo, and yeah, we're gonna go back out and see if we can't get the pole. We had a nice little run there on our last lap, and he blew up. But we would have been challenging for the pole had he not blown up, because we were 0.12 ahead and gaining time. So, but we'll see what we can do here in round 2.
All right. Well, we're going to be counting on you. So,
well, I'll talk to you in just a minute. We're going to creep out here and see what we can do.
Okay, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
good to have Scott on board with us, man. I'll tell you, it's just been awesome to have him. Somebody that's dedicated their time to helping me in the booth is just is phenomenal. I just, man, I can't say thank you enough to him. So, but some of these guys getting a second chance to go back out now. I believe it's probably about the top 1/3 of the field, maybe 8th, 9th place. Not really sure here. Maybe more than that. I'm not sure. Let's see. 01. James Lehman right up there in the mix of things. Let's see if we can run around here and see who all's in there. That's the 28 of Jason Allison. He is in 8th right now, trying to see if he can better his time. And, of course, Sean Butler in 7th. These guys here not making it. Some guys want to ride in the back, and I can't blame them. I'm kind of a guy that wants to ride in the back myself. So Christopher Hurlow yet to go back out, waiting, I think, here for his partner. Scott a little slow getting off a pit road or what? Or not sure. Oh, looks like he's going to try going out by himself, maybe. Not going to make it there, Christopher, if you don't have help. Oh, man, you got to be careful with that. All right, so some guys out here lonesome, looking for a partner to dance with for this second round of qualifying. Oh, a little hook job there by Lehman on Kirk Mills. Not good. Jason Allison making it in, but 8th place, looking for somebody to maybe go out there with. I don't see too awful many out here. Not too many of them going to see if they can better their time. There's Scott Brinson out. He's going to come down pit road. I think he's going to see if he can find his partner. I know him and Christopher Hurlow have talked about hooking up tonight, so we'll be watching for that. And maybe Scott can push Christopher to a win here tonight. And it would be really awesome to see him in victory lane and win the championship. Boy, wouldn't that be something. We will be... again, like I say, crowning the champion after the race here tonight. And stick around for the interviews on that, and we'll hear, I'm sure it's going to be Christopher. We'll hear him talk about his season here. And I wanted to give a quick shout out to his wife. I know she's watching. And, man, you got to be proud of your husband. And, you know, I know he's thanked you, but I'm going to thank you for allowing him to do what he loves so much, Mrs. Hurlow. And, I believe his mom and dad is watching as well. I'm sure they are watching him going to bring this into the championship here tonight. And but thank you all for tuning in here, watching this with him, and watching him bring it to the championship. So good job. Thank you. Way to support, you know. Really cool that you know the wives and the mothers and fathers and your children. Sometimes I've heard a lot of kids that support their family and their hobbies and things, and this is a hobby to us. You know, this is what we love to do, and it's pretty awesome. I know my wife, she's very patient with me because I'm in here in the booth every single night broadcasting for a different league. So she has a lot of patience with me. She's usually sleeping about this time, so it's really not a big bother to her as long as I kind of keep it toned down a little bit. I don't want to keep her up all night because she does have to be to work early in the morning. But, you know, I got to thank her for that, for allowing me to do this, because I enjoy doing this. It's just... It's a good hobby for me, I should say. This is a hobby for me to do, broadcasting these races for all the different leagues, and pretty awesome. I get to see a lot of great racers and a lot of great races. A lot of I have made a ton of new friends, and every one of them are just awesome drivers, awesome competitors. Some of them are a little tough on the sore loser side. No, that's not a bad. That's a bad way to put it. Don't like to be wrecked out and things like that. But they gotta stop and think about things. It's just a sim game, and if you get wrecked out today, hey, go back out tomorrow and do it again. The main thing is to have fun. And Ed and I have tried to instill that into this league here the best that we can. And hopefully we're going to get back to the basics next season, and hoping that we can continue with the great racing here, and getting the fun in the league. That it's just got to be fun for the guys. If it ain't fun, there's no sense in even being here. You might as well take up checkers or something. And checkers ain't fun. That's boring. But anyhow. This hobby right here, this sport, whatever you want to call it, hobby, game, sim, is probably one of the most heartfelt things that I have seen in a long, long time. These guys are as close to the real thing as you can possibly get. I mean, I interview drivers that at the end of the race, they're just wringing wet with sweat. They're shaking. Their right leg is shaking from being on that throttle, trying to get it into victory lane. They're close proximity of each other. And Scott, you're poking me on the broadcast. Go ahead.
Mr. Rudy, how you doing?
Quit poking me.
I poked you so I could get back on the broadcast.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if I was on there or not.
Well, yeah, you are, but anyhow. But anyhow, yeah, good bunch. Good way to kind of give everybody a heads up of how these guys feel out here. Is just this is our hobby. This is what we love to do. And again, like I said, this is close to the real thing as we'll get. And a lot of us. There is a few guys in here that are real racers. I believe Lee Bedsall is a real racer. Some guys have done some racing. Tommy Lee has done some real life racing, so they have it in their blood, and they do take this game to heart. They make it more than just a game. They make it like this is part of their life. So, and it's become part of my life, Scott. I'll tell you that.
Rudy, it's the competitive gene is what it is.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, buddy.
If you have that competitive gene like I do, and anybody knows me, knows how hardcore mine is, it's natural. You just can't help it. You want to win. It's like that conversation we had a couple weeks ago about the people who just show up to ride in the back. I just don't get that, because when I get out on the track, I'm looking to finish first. Second place to me is the first loser. So
this is true. This is true, but
at least that's what Earnhardt used to say.
I go out myself, I used to go out to try to win. Okay, then I started kind of getting into, and I guess this is the gamer part of me, is I've been playing online games for about 11 years. Okay, and I just enjoy the camaraderie, the friendship, the fun that we have, the laughing and joking, and this game has taken it to a level that is way beyond that. There is no joking and laughing in there, because it's total seriousness. Yeah,
that part of it needs to change a little bit. I agree with that.
I like to go out and have fun. And to me, having fun is, I don't care if yes, I want to be up there in the hunt, for the win, but I'm out there with my friends. I'm having fun. Maybe hooked up with a partner, maybe not. Maybe I'm hooked up with somebody that I don't race very well with or have never raced with before. But at least I have that, that camaraderie out there on the track. And again, like I said earlier, Scott, I have made so many friends in this. It's just unbelievable. I mean, hundreds of friends. My friends list in iRacing, I don't even know how. I've never taken the time to count it, but I usually get, lately I've probably been getting about 4 or 5 new ones a week.
I was just thinking the other day how lucky I was to stumble upon being able to do this with you every week, because I didn't even know you until I met you over at the Pros League.
I know it. And I'm happy you did too.
Yeah,
Very
they kind of, they just wanted to do their own thing and didn't want to work with you at all, and I don't understand why. And
Oh, well.
I was glad when you offered me a chance, and at first, when I first started doing this with you, I was scared shitless, excuse my language, but I was, man. The first couple times, I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to say? Am I going to be terrible? Oh, how's it going to go? And then after like 3 or 4 races, I just changed my approach to it, and it just feels natural now. I just like doing it.
Well, I've got the camera on our possible champion here. I would say it's about 99% sure.
Oh, it's 110, Rudy. We don't even have enough people to mathematically, for them to
Take
catch
them out
him,
of it.
so,
Yeah, right.
so.
Yeah. So, but I don't really want to say it until, the fat lady sings, as we say it.
I'm going to be calling him champ all night. That's who I'm working with tonight. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be calling him out champ all night on the private team radio, boosting his ego.
Well,
He wants to win tonight, man. So do I.
yeah.
I didn't come here to finish second. So
Well, he's got nothing
if-
to lose. He's got nothing to lose. But the thing of it is, he's got to remember them incident points. Boy, if he incurs a whole crap load of incident points, he could be in trouble.
Well, if he acquires, that means I acquired, and we don't plan on acquiring. So
Sorry about that.
that's okay.
Little tickle in my throat. I didn't mean to do that in your ear. Anyhow,
You do a lot of talking on these broadcasts, Rudy. That's quite all right, buddy.
it's going to be very, very interesting here. Coming down to the last few seconds, and Tommy Lee going to take the pole. So, well, Scott, good luck tonight, and we will see you or talk to you like under cautions and stuff. Okay?
Well, you can leave it on. That's fine, like we did
Oh, yeah.
last time.
I'm gonna.
You can talk. I didn't
Yep.
mind at all. I just tuned it out, and it didn't even bother me. I've got the private channel set with Herlo, so if I need to communicate with him, I've got that all set up, and I got another button down here. I can change the channel if I need to talk to anybody else. So,
Okay.
and you won't hear none of that on the broadcast. So,
All right. Waiting for these guys. Waiting for the server to finish here of qualifying. They've actually just let the time run out. Everybody is done qualifying.
I don't know about you, but I gotta go get a drink.
Roger that. I've got all my drinks I need right here handy. So, okay, well, again, I'd like to thank our sponsor on board here, Sim Garage. Makes custom button boxes and is getting into telemetry software and a lot of other things. So check them out, folks, there at simgarage.com. Tell them
Thanks,
what kind
Steve.
of tell him what kind of button box you want, and he'll custom build it to your liking. All right, so let's get down to it here. Tommy Lee. Okay, ain't gonna let me do this or what?
Rudy, I gotta say, I got one of them butt boxes, and man, the quality is outstanding. Anybody that orders one of those button boxes from Sim Garage, they're not gonna be disappointed.
All right, so boy, this is kind of messed up here. Let me see if I can. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay, Tommy Lee on the pole with a 48.417. Good lap. Congratulations, Tommy, for another pole here at Maximum Speed Racing. William Kirk starting in second. In third, the 01 of James Lehman. In fourth, Kirk Mills in the number 42. In fifth, the number 87 of Christopher Herlo. Scott Brinson starting in sixth in the 565. In seventh, Sean Butler in the number 88. In eighth, the 28 of Jason Allison, a newcomer to the league wanting to race here tonight. Matthew Breckel in the 17th starting 9th. Lee Bedsel in the 97 starting 10th. Thomas Keene in the number 5 starting 11th. Mike Vining in the number 19 starting 12th. In 13th, Stephen Pearson in the number 85. In 14th, Vernon Margam in the 378. Stephen Hollingsworth sneaking in here, no qualifying time in the 15th spot in the number 96, or in the number 6, excuse me. In the 17th spot, Mark Robertson in the number 21. Ed Hewitt in the number 30, starting 18th. And 20th, the number 20 of Joshua Morgan. Boy, this is really kind of messed up a little bit. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to this. Rush in the number 69, starting 21st. Brian Phillips in the 61, starting 22nd. And 23rd, the number 12 of Brian Ray. And 24th, the 07 of Kyle Streichars. And start 25th, the number 84 of Kevin O'Brien. And dead last on the field, shotgun, in 26th place, the number 34 of Chris Fires. All right, getting back up here as these guys are rolling off the grid already.
Yes, sir.
And let's see. Let's make sure we are live and we're ready to go. Got a few things here to finish up before I get up there, so hang on a minute, boys. Okay. Daytona International, folks. 60 laps here tonight. This is for the season finale at Maximum Speed Racing, so hang in here with us. We will be talking to the champion at the end, as well as probably, I probably just cut the interview short a little bit and probably interview the winner. And who knows, it might be all in one. Might be the winner of the race and the champion could be the same. You never know.
Well, here we go, Rudy. We're about to go green, buddy. Get us cranked up.
Pace car's in. Tommy Lee waiting on the green flag, and it is green, and we're off and going. 60 laps here, folks. Winding them up. William Kirk on the high side. And he takes over the lead from Tommy Lee. And Tommy Lee going to duck right in behind him there, giving him a shove down the backstretch. So William Kirk out front, waiting to see if he can lead this first lap. He more than likely is probably going to clinch the second spot in the points. I think. I don't have the points with me, and I forgot again. Man, I got to get with it here, folks. We're going to stay on him here to see if William Kirk is going to lead the first lap. Coming around here in the tri-oval, and he does lead the first lap, so he does get a bonus point for leading one lap. All right, let's go back through the field here. Christopher Hurlow in the 5th spot, looking for his partner, Scott Brinson, which is back in 7th. These guys kind of riding it out right now. They're only on lap 2. Lots of racing to go. Scott's got Sean Butler in between them.
Oh, somebody down below the yellow line behind
yeah.
Is that William Kirk?
No, that was Matthew Breckel. Don't know what happened to him, but he is going way back in the field. Oh, and he catches the apron and gets all out of shape. Not sure if he just wasn't feeling comfortable there or what. Thomas Keene and a bunch of them coming up on him. Wow, that was a close call. He gathers it back in, but these guys way back here, and you know, probably not a bad call for these guys to stay back here and stay out of all the trouble. And I think maybe that might be what Matthew Breckel was thinking.
Everybody just kind of riding right now. Practice was pretty crazy, but it seems like everybody just kind of calmed down right now. We're just all kind of riding around here.
Mike Vining.
I'm sure it's going to get hairy before too long, though.
Oh, yeah. Mike Vining in 8th. And I believe he was working with Stephen Pearson, so look for them two to get hooked up here when the time is right. Right behind them, Joshua Morgan, Lee Bedsall. In 11th, Ed Hewitt working his way up on the high side. Him and Mark Robertson may get something going up there, but it's going to take more than just 2 of them. It's going to take a couple of them. If they could get 4 guys up there working together, which I see Rush may be taking a peek up there. It looks like he's going to maybe, I don't know. He's kind of like wishy-washy what he wants to do, whether he wants to go high side or low side. I guess he's going to stay low here and stay right in behind Vernon Markham. And the last one in that bunch right there, Jason Allison, the new guy. And, you know, he's probably looking for a partner, but he's not too worried about it right now. Nice looking truck, though, Jason. Good job, buddy. And way back here, about another second behind him, Thomas Keene. And he's working with Stephen Hollingsworth, and they're trying to reel themselves back into this front pack. Brian Ray clear back here in 20th, working with Kyle Streichars. Everybody pretty much finding a partner here. Matthew Breckel, it looks like him, and that might be what the deal was. He qualified up front. He started 9th, and here he is way back in the field. And I don't know what happened to Kevin O'Brien there. Man, he just like fell off of the planet right there. He just all, yeah.
One thing also that everybody might be being a little calm right now was race control said before this race started that if we couldn't make it 10 laps, they would take away pushing. So everybody just kind of be cool right now.
All right. Well, nobody wants to lose that. You know, we do want a clean race here, and you know, that's the whole thing in the nutshell. I would love to see this thing go 60 laps, green flag all the way. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I doubt it's going to happen. Once we start going side by side, it's going to get crazy.
Yeah, we watched a 90-lap race at Talladega the other night, Sunday night, and it went green flag the whole way, 90 laps.
That'd be cool.
It was
awesome.
awesome.
Not going to hold my breath out here on the racetrack.
1 hour and 38 minutes.
I was in practice, so I know how practice was going.
Yeah.
Everybody was side by side.
Well, the thing of it is nobody's shoving each other right now, and that's a good
we
thing.
haven't hit that 10 laps yet. We're trying to get to that 10 lap
Yeah.
buffer. Because if we crash before 10 laps, they're taking away the push factor, so it becomes a no push race at that point. It would make it completely boring. So everybody just being cool right now, but I guarantee you after 10 laps, man, this is going to change.
Oh, yeah.
You look, lap 11, lap 12, we'll be side by side, about 4 or 5 rows back. Just wait.
All right, everybody doing a good job so far. Lee Bedsall in 11th, still hanging in there. And it looks like he is taken to the high side. Ed Hewitt may be going up there with them. And now he comes back down, trying to get a little draft off of Joshua Morgan. Josh comes out to the outside. I don't know, Josh might not know what he wants to do. He's outside, inside a couple of different times there. Man, makes it where Lee and Ed were checking up a little. Mark Robertson now gets into the fight, hooks up with Lee Bedsall, and they've reeled up Rush and Jason Allison right there, taking up the back part of that field. Getting 4 trucks up there on the high side is going to be a good thing. Oh, and Ed comes up in front of him. Wow. Really, Ed? Man, I hope he was communicating what he was going to do there. He just slid it right up across the nose of Lee Bedsall. All right, coming around here to take lap number 9. 8 laps in the books here, folks, out of 60. And we will see 1 green flag pit stop. You think we'll see anybody maybe try a short pit on that? And maybe get it to about lap 20, and they can make it the rest of the way on fuel? Because they can go about 42 laps on a tank of fuel here. Christopher Hurlow still hanging on in 5th. Ed Hewitt up on the high side, him and Lee making their move. William Kirk still out in the lead. Tommy Lee pushing the daylights out of him. Let's ride along. How about we ride along with Lee Bedsall here for a minute and watch this as it's starting to unfold. where him and Ed are getting a great run on the outside. I don't know. Tommy Lee is not going to probably let that happen because he's going to stay right on William Kirk. They're coming to finish up the lap number 10, and you're probably going to see these guys starting to get a little more aggressive. Like Scott was saying, it's all going to change here after lap 10.
It's going. We are already seeing a couple of 2-truck tandems here. I got one on the outside of me. I was messing with my pit stuff. That's why I drifted back a little bit.
We'll ride along
Already
with Scott
talking strategy here with my partner.
Oh, yeah. Joshua Morgan up on the high side. Riding along here with Scott. And let's look back. He's got, may have some company back there. I'm not sure. Rush and Jason Allison coming up on the outside of Scott right now. Mike Vining hanging on the back of Scott.
Yeah, I got shuffled back a little bit, Rudy, but I'll get back up there.
Yeah, you're
going to
be
racing
fine.
now. We're past that 10 lap buffer there, so I'll hook up with somebody and we'll start pushing. I got Rush here in front of me, so it looks like Rush is going to be the man here.
Well, he knows how to get the victory lane here at Daytona. He won last season here, so he knows how to get down there.
This season.
Yeah.
I'm on his bumper now.
Yeah, I think he wants a little help there. Well, I gotta admit, I'll tell you what, Rush has got a nice looking truck. It's better than that. Whoa, what happened there?
Yeah, I don't know. He went a little high. Maybe I shoved him a little too hard, but he went way high.
He's taking a run with Lee Bedsall up on the high side.
I hope they stay up there.
What happened to Ed
He looked like he was
Hewitt?
going to come down a little bit there, but he stayed up there. Getting closer back up here to my partner here, Mr. Hurlow.
Mark Robertson now into 8th. Started 17th on the field. Running right ahead of Scott. They're on the low line in the number 21.
He's in that lime green Canada machine.
Yes, sir. He wearing them Canadian colors proud, brother.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. That's why I said it like that.
He's got that big old maple leaf all over that truck. All right.
My favorite wrestler was a Canadian, so I can handle that.
William Kirk's going to lead another lap yet, and he has led all the laps here so far today, all 13. So I don't know if we're going to see anybody try the old short pit or not. Scott, have you and your teammate thought about that?
We were talking strategy, but we haven't really talked about that. I haven't been able to get up there to him, so.
Well,
I see him up there in the front on the outside.
We're going to watch here. We're going to watch and see if anybody does take it. We may be looking at about lap 18 to lap 20 if somebody maybe is thinking about that.
I would say a little deeper than that. I was telling Hurlow that every race that I've ever run here in the truck series is about 36 to 38 laps. So
okay,
you got to go at least 22 laps before you can go on the pitch.
All right. All right, so we'll be looking for it here maybe in about the next 7 or 8 laps and see if anybody is going to maybe try the old short pit. Let's go back in the field here. Matthew Breckel and Kevin O'Brien working together. And I don't know what happened to Chris Fires, but man, he is like, I don't know. He's like, I think he's blinking so bad that I can't even pick him up on my list.
Can't pick him up on radar, folks.
No, he may have even parked it. I don't know.
Yeah, he had a big crash in practice. I know, I was a part of it.
All right, Vernon Markham right in the pile here, following Stephen Pearson and Mike Vining.
Rush come down off the wall. Damn near come down and took us out. Woo!
Man. He's shoving that thing in there like he stole it, huh?
Scary stuff, man. Scary stuff. Well, I'm almost up here side by side by the champ.
The champ. Sean Butler running up on the high side right ahead of Rush. I don't know if that's a good place to be, right ahead of Rush. I know he can hear me. He always listens to the broadcast, so I know he can hear me. He knows I got to pick on him. All right, Ed finally back down on the low side, running in 10th, right behind Scott. And boy, I'll tell you what, old Mark Robertson has picked up a ton of positions here. 11 positions he has gained in this race so far, and they've been green the whole way. Joshua Morgan in 4th, right behind Tommy Lee. But up on the high side, James Lehman and Kirk Mills, them two get a little squirrely and out of shape. Man, what a save. Great save, James. Great save by him. All right, Mark Robertson into 4th. Man, picks up 2 more spots. Right behind him, our champion, Christopher Hurlow, running in 5th. He's been in 5th the whole race right here, but he did manage to let Mark Robertson by him. I don't know what's up with that, but lots of racing here, folks. 18 laps almost in the books. Let's go back and check on the new guy here, Jason Allison. Good friend of mine. Been helping me a lot, and I appreciate it very much, Jason. Here he is running in the 13th place.
Rudy, we do have some short pitters.
Aha! I wondered if somebody was going to try that. Tommy Lee and William Kirk. There you go. That could be a game changer for all of these guys right here, folks. These two come down to their pit stalls. Oh, and Kirk into the wall.
Yeah, that was close.
And he overshot his pit and had to back up. Doggone. Tommy Lee away.
A hairy moment on the backstretch, Rudy. Big time.
All right. Rush up here working with Sean Butler. Sean was out there without a partner. I know it's early in the race, but out there without a partner. But we've got a brand new leader up front, Kirk Mills, as he comes around here to lead his first lap of the race, and we'll get that valuable point for leading a lap. Sean Butler up on the high side, Rush pushing the heck out of him. Lehman, he's a pretty good pusher, because him and I race in a Talladega racing. I'll tell you what. He's a pretty good pusher, so we'll see what he does. Oh, it looks like Rush backs off of Sean Butler. Rush going backwards. I'm not sure what happened there. Might have been a little bit of a scary moment. I don't know, but boy, the whole inside lane's going by him. Rush reconnecting, trying to get reconnected onto Sean's bumper. Right on your outside, Scott, so be careful there. I know these guys are going to try to get some side draft off of you. Stay focused, brother. Ed Hewitt right behind Scott, running in the 8th place right now. Lee Bedsall finding his way right up through, running the pink truck there for breast cancer awareness. That's awesome, Lee. Good job. Nice looking paint job. Okay, so that put Tommy Lee and William Kirk way back in 22nd, 23rd, but they were the only short pitters. And they pitted on lap 19.
Yeah, I don't see anybody else buying the short pit, Rudy. I don't know. Nobody else, I guess, feels confident.
Well, I think their strategy is they kind of wanted to get away from all of the racing up here now, and they will be together for quite a while, or all the way to the end now. They've already got their pit stops out of the way, so let's go back and check on them real quick. They can just run their own race back here, nobody to bother them. They're 39 seconds behind the leader. Pit stop's done for the race. They can make it from here all the way to the end on fuel, so But I'm impressed so far, and I probably shouldn't say this, Scott. Man, I'm probably going to just kick myself in the butt for saying this, but knock on wood, I'm very proud of the guys. 22 laps here under green. Sean Butler up on the high side. Him and Rush not giving up. And they're coming up on Joshua Morgan. I think Joshua Morgan was one that he did a... No, he didn't pit.
Yeah, I just talked my teammate out of pit. My teammate wanted to go in, but if we were going to do it, we should have did it when the other guys were doing it.
Yes, you did. You should have. But
I talked him out of it. We're not going to do it.
all right, Brian Ray, we haven't talked about him all day. Back here working with Kyle Streichars, about 7.4 seconds behind the leaders. Probably planning up a strategy here for when they're going to make a pit stop. But from 1st to 13th, they're only 1.1 seconds separating all of them. Awesome job, guys. Kirk Mills still up in the front. James Lehman catches that apron. I caught that out of the corner of my eye. I had to make Mark Robertson just a little bit loose, right? Or a little bit scary. Oh, we got a wreck. We got a wreck. Not good. Not good, folks.
I saved it, Rudy. I didn't hit nothing. I got a little damage.
Into it. Let's go back and take a look at this, because man, that's terrible. A lot of wrecks, or a lot of cars going to be tore up now. I'm not sure who did what, but we'll figure it out here in just a minute.
Rudy, can you get a look at my truck and tell me how damaged I am?
Well, I can't right there at the moment.
Okay, whatever.
You'll have to wait. Okay, I was watching there, and I'm not really... It looked like somebody... Lee Bedsall took it up the middle is what I'm seeing here. He took it up the middle on the inside of Rush. Well, actually on your outside. And he tried to shoot the gap between you and Rush, and there just was not enough room there. Just too tight. And it looks like that put Rush down across in front of you. Well, oh, he takes out Herlo. And you. Oh, no.
Yeah, Christopher Herlo's done.
Oh, my. Well, our champion done for the race. Okay, let me see if I can get down here. This is kind of cheating, though, Scott.
That's okay. I already got the report.
Oh, all right. All right.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm good.
Okay. It's kind of cheating if I tell you how bad your truck is. I don't want to cheat for these guys.
We're
okay,
good.
well, this is good for all the guys now coming down pit road. Everybody going to join pit road. Probably except for Tommy Lee and Kirk, William Kirk, Captain Kirk. Kirk Mills overshoots his pit, had to back up. So kind of looked to me like Lee Bedsall may have brought that caution out, but I'm not an admin, I can't really say. But Matthew Breckel staying out, wanting to get the, I would imagine probably to lead a lap here. But I kind of look for them too to come down pit road. But boy, that did, I think that did take out a couple. Lee sitting on pit road. But Scott, you're okay, huh?
I'm going to go back down. Just to double check.
Did you have any optional or anything?
I cut out of there without even looking. I was screwing around, to be honest with you.
Oh.
But I'm back in the back anyway, so I'm just going to go back down and do a double check. A discount double check of the race.
Well, let's see. Christopher Herlo sitting on pit road. I'm going to see if I can get him down here and have a talk with him. Let me see if I can find him.
Who are you looking for?
I got him. Christopher Herlo, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Wow, brother. 25 laps under green, or 24 or something like that. Everybody being patient up there for the longest time. What happened? What did you see?
Saw it all in my mirror, pretty much. Just an innocent victim of 3 wide there. Just trying to be patient and wait to the end. Going to be aggressive there at the end, and just got taken out.
Well, this isn't going to destroy your chances for a championship, but it's going to probably hurt your chances for winning the race here. But how much damage did you get on that, Christopher?
Quite a bit. We were smoking pretty bad there. Just lucky that we do have the championship locked up. That's really what matters right now. So we're not going to be able to get up there and compete to try to get a win tonight.
I'm glad,
but it is what it is.
I'm glad you're looking at the big picture. You know, don't get all frustrated about it, because you got the championship sewed up. You know, I mean, it would take like I don't know, the world to come to an end before you would lose that championship, because there just wasn't enough people out there to you know, unless you incurred a whole bunch of incident points. I mean, I'm talking like 30 or 40 incident points, then it could change it. But you know, I mean, it's totally up to you, but I don't know. What would you think about maybe just parking it for the rest of the night and helping us in the booth here?
We could probably do something like that, since, you know, I have nothing pretty much to gain here. So
right, and I'm just saying, if you get a bunch more incident points, it's just going to tighten it up more. You know, it's just my suggestion. I mean, I probably shouldn't even be saying them kind of things, but you know, if you parked it now and don't get any more incident points, it's pretty much a done deal. You know, and I hate to see you go out there and get a whole bunch more incident points trying to win the race. And you know, before this, you had nothing to lose, but now, you know, there is a chance that you could. It's a very slight chance, but there is a chance there that you could possibly lose it if you stayed in it.
Rudy, you should call it wrestling.
Are you sure there's a chance? Because
there's no chance. That's why I say you should call it wrestling.
Well, I'm saying
it's mathematically impossible.
Okay,
there aren't enough drivers.
Okay, but let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish. If you stayed in the race and you went out and got there, got 50 incident points, you're saying that there's no way you could lose it?
You know, he'd be kicked out after 14.
Oh, I'd get kicked out after 14. It would disconnect me.
Okay. All right.
But, yeah, I don't care to join you in the booth.
Well, that's up to you, but I'm just saying it is possible. It is possible.
We're not trying to argue. We're not trying to argue with you either.
I'm not either. I'm just saying that it is possible. But, you know, you do what you want. You do what you feel's best. But you're more welcome to join us in the booth. Or if you're going to go back out racing, hey, I'll throw you back up in the channel with them guys and have at it, brother.
Yeah, well, we have nothing to gain, but we're just going to go out and try to maybe log some laps. Looks like I only have 2 more minutes of damage, so.
Okay, I'll let you go. Thanks for talking with us, buddy.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
I'm just saying, you know, it is possible. It's a minute amount, but it is possible. All right, James Lehman in the lead and ready to go. Green flag here. Everybody doubled up.
Well, here we go. It's a shame that I lost my partner for the evening.
Yeah. Pace cars in.
We just said we were going to the front.
And green, green, green. Sean Butler up on the high side, has yet to lead a lap, wants to get up there and lead a lap. Mark Robertson right behind him. Kirk Mills kind of getting a little dancy there. Jason Allison right behind him. Oh, man, Kirk all over the place. What is going on with him? What's he steering with the keyboard or what?
Kirk Mills.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Man.
Trucks down below the apron on the backstretch here. Tommy Lee and the captain. I don't know what that's all about. Dropping way back. Guess they don't want to be up here.
Thomas Keene dropping way back with William Kirk. Oh, no, it's Tommy Lee now. Well, it was Thomas Keene was back there with him, but now Tommy Lee is backed up, picked him up. Thomas Keene continues on with Joshua Morgan. Josh has got a little bit of damage on that, and there goes our champion. with a lot of damage. I just hope he don't get any more incidents. But I understand now what you're saying, Scott. With the 14 incident cutoff, he would be disqualified.
Yes,
so
sir.
the worst he could get would be 14 incidents. That is only 2 points he would lose. So, okay. So, yeah, mathematically, you are correct, okay? I was just saying, before he got wrecked, there was absolutely no chance of it. Now there's about he's got about a 99.9999999% of he has got it. You know. All right, Lehman still out front. Kirk in second. Jason Allison in third. And I hope Kirk Mills gets that truck. Man, he's just like all over the place. I think everybody's afraid to pass him.
Whoa, did you see that, Rudy?
What?
Big tangle up on the backstretch there. I got 4X out of it, yellow.
Oh, Stephen Hollingsworth. Well, let's go back and take a look.
I got more damage.
Oh, man.
I don't know how much. I drove through it at least, but I know I got some more damage. Not a lot. Should be anyway.
Oh, man, we had cars like dive from the top to the bottom. What?
Yeah. I just told Rush to keep me updated, and then all of a sudden it just broke loose.
That looked like Brian Phillips. Let me go see what happened here.
And bad goes the worse.
Okay, let's I'm going to go back a little bit further here because the guys were dancing around a little bit up in front of him.
Well, we're halfway.
And Brian Phillips, I'm not sure exactly. Boy, I'll tell you. Oh, right there. Kevin O'Brien gets a bumper hook off of Matthew Breckel and comes down and hits Brian Phillips. And that's what happened up there. Now, what you were saying, okay, Rush, did you guys? No, you didn't. Sorry.
No, it wasn't somebody in front of us. Somebody come down. I think they collected Rush.
Rush didn't, Rush. Oh, yes. Brian Phillips, no, he didn't get him. But Rush is going down the backstretch on the apron. He didn't get hit, though. So, all right.
Did I get hit?
Felt
like it.
You may have gotten just a tap.
I'm going in.
But, all right. Caution number 2 out, man. Going 24 laps caution free, and now in the last 8 laps we've had 2 cautions. So that shows you the aggressiveness that these guys are out here doing right now. I'm telling you.
I knew it would happen sooner or later.
Yep. Well, James Lehman out here trying to get maybe his first victory in the league. It would be great to see him get this victory. But I surely hope Kirk Mills gets that thing in check. And what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to try to drag him down here and find out what's going on with his truck.
He had 8 seconds of damage. I had 6 the first time, so it's not too bad. I'm still in the fight.
Okay. Kirk Mills, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. How you doing?
Kirk, are you driving with your keyboard or what's going on?
No, yeah, I don't know, man. This setup with this new thing here is kind of going on crazy, and it just bounced me everywhere.
Man, you're like all over the place, brother, and I think everybody's afraid to pass you. I mean, that could be to your advantage. But, man, I'll tell you what, we've seen some close calls there. The guys backed right out of it. Sean Butler was up close to you there, and he just backed out because you were like all over the track. You were clear up against the wall, and you were clear down below the yellow line on the grass, and then you were clear back up on against the wall, and then you were clear down on the grass. It was like,
wait, I was?
I'm kidding.
Oh, for a minute there, I was like, wait, what?
I was like, wow, dude, it looked like you were out there driving with your keyboard.
Well, man, I'm sorry about that, but hey, it's working a little bit. Got up here a second with my teammate here, Lemon, and it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying this race. It's really fun.
Well, how's the racing been out there, though? I know, it's been kind of, you guys went like the first 24 laps caution-free, and now we've went 8 laps and had 2 cautions. So, obviously, the aggressiveness has picked up since the start of the race, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean I gotta admit, at the beginning of the race, the plan was we were gonna ride behind the 2 leaders up front. I think that was William and Lee, or I don't remember who the other guy was.
Tommy Lee.
Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, he was. But they were working together, and they said after their first lap they were gonna lead and then drop to the back. But after it all cooled down, he was like, we'll stay up front. So we're like, okay, we'll ride behind you. But I mean, then next thing you know, here comes the last guy I expect to come up on the outside, Ed, way on the outside. I was like, wait, Ed's up here? And then here he goes, and then it got crazy from there. I was surprised that we made it through that 3 wide little deal with the lap car, though.
Yeah. All right, Kirk. Well, good luck out there, and keep the rubber down on the track, buddy.
Yes, sir. Hey,
all right.
People watching, enjoy.
All right. Thanks, buddy. I think that's where he was. Yeah, pretty sure he was. So, all right. All right, Scott, where are you? I'm looking for you. Back in 14th place.
Yeah, I was given an EOL penalty. I thought if you caused the accident, you got an EOL penalty.
Yeah.
I didn't cause that accident, but I was given a penalty. Yeah.
Okay.
That's 2 EOLs I've got. I got one from the first one, too. I didn't cause that one either. I was just curious. I thought the rule was you had to cause the accident.
Well, yeah, supposed to be, but, well, I'm not the admin. You'll have to take that up with the admin after the race. But it's the last race of the season, Scott, and I guess just go out there and have some fun, brother. All right, let's get back up toward the front here. James Lehman still up here now. They're going to single file restart because they had a caution inside that 10 laps, and that is pretty much a rule of thumb here the way we're making it. I don't know as if it's a rule, but yeah, I guess it is a rule. Yeah, it is a rule. That you have to go 10 green flag laps, and if you don't, then they're going to be going to single file restart. So, and I see a lot of leagues doing that lately, Scott. Scott?
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just the screen's telling me 50 different things here. I'm just trying not to get a black flag.
Okay, sorry. Well, it looks like we did lose maybe a couple of drivers. Jason Allison still sitting on pit road. Stephen Hollingsworth, I believe, is out of it. Ed Hewitt sitting on pit road. Man. All right, Tommy Lee, William Kirk back here. They're going to be restarting 12th and 13th. I probably look for those two to work their way back up toward the front here before long. Matthew Breckel in 11th. Joshua Morgan 10th. Vernon Markham 9th. Chris Fires, he is in it. Man, I was showing him out of it earlier. Mike Vining 7th. Kyle Streichard 6th. Mark Robertson 5th. Stephen Pearson 4th. Sean Butler 3rd. Kirk Mills 2nd. And James Lehman still out here in the lead. Green, green, green.
Yeah, that was a jacked up restart. At least in the back, anyway.
All right, so these guys starting to pull away just a touch from 3rd place, Sean Butler. Sean's truck pretty clean. I think he might have just a tick of damage somewhere there, but Kirk Mills up on the high side opens the door for Sean Butler and Stephen Pearson to get in there. And Kirk Mills going to be left out hanging to dry, and his teammate not there with him either. Lehman, I don't know what Lehman's planning on doing here, whether he's going to go up the hill to pick up his partner or if he's just going to ride right there. Let's ride along here for a minute and watch from James Lehman's. Looking back on Sean Butler. Everybody kind of hanging there. We got a lot of 2 wide going on. coming here to take lap 38 in just a minute. Kyle Streichard with a great run coming up on Kirk Mills. Those two could get together. Kyle Streichard has come a long ways in this league as far as his driving ability. He's really been doing quite well lately. He's had a lot of bad luck, but just, you know, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, man, I'm telling you, just that's the way a lot of them. Ed Hewitt has had that issue. Rush, he's had his ups and downs, but he's been doing a lot better lately. Matter of fact, I was going to look and see if I could even find Rush. He's back 7.2 seconds back here. Nobody to work with. Oh, no. Brian Ray up ahead of him, and they're quite a ways behind Scott Brinson. Scott's off the pace here, has lost the draft.
Yeah, I lost the draft.
All you can do now is probably pray for a caution or fall back to Brian Ray, and maybe Brian Ray could help you. But, boy, that's a long ways to fall back, brother.
Yeah, he's got damage. I'm driving away from him, and they're driving away from me, so tells me he's got damage.
Yeah.
I'll get a caution. I just got that restart in the back. It jacked me up. I lost the draft on the restart because I got stuck behind a lap car.
Kirk Mills.
That'd be a caution. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, way Kirk Mills is dancing around up there, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it ain't too awful long and he's going to cloud into somebody down there on that low line.
Good thing about being back here, Rudy, I won't be in it.
This is true. Just make sure you have lots of room to check up.
Oh yeah, I've got plenty. They're 2.5 seconds ahead of me, so plenty of time to react.
All right, coming around here to take lap 40. So we got 21 laps to go around here. And again, like I said, we're still going to crown our champion, Christopher Hurlow. He's still out there racing. Let's see where he's at. He's running in 20th place right now, and he's getting a little bit of help from Lee Bedsall. Lee's got a little bit of damage on that, but not a whole bunch. He's just kind of hanging back here.
Wreck. Big one too, Rudy. At least 3 or 4 or 5 trucks.
Let's go back and take a look.
Kirk Mills, Domino's Pizza Machine. He's in the grass doing lawn jobs.
Mark Robertson into that, so let's see where he is. What happened here?
That's the caution I was looking for.
Yes, it was. Oh, Mark. Looks like Mark drifted out into Kirk Mills. Yes, Mark Robertson out into Kirk Mills, and that takes him and Kirk. Well, Kirk trying to save it. Comes across the nose of Kyle Streichard, and that's going to wad him up on the high side. Chris Fires getting into it. Tommy Lee into it. Matthew Breckel trying to check up, but it looks like he's going to get into the back of Tommy Lee a little bit. So a lot of guys going to get into this, man. Unfortunate. Well, this changes it all up. James Lehman's still out front. But it looks like Mark Robertson come up the hill into Kirk Mills. So I don't think we're going to see any of these leaders come down pit road. Everybody has done their pit stops. Track position's going to mean everything out here. Well, if anybody comes down pit road now, they're going to pretty much seal their fate.
Yeah, there's some guys that got damaged that got to come down.
Oh, yeah, they got to come down. But well, that could be good news for Christopher Hurlow. He is 3 laps down, and I believe unless he got into that wreck, he should be one of the guys to get his lap back, 1 lap back. Yeah, we got lots of them on pit road. Tommy Lee, Kirk Mills, Mark Robertson just coming off of pit road. Matthew Breckel, Kyle Strychar's, Chris Fires. Lots of guys on pit road. Ed Hewitt's still sitting on pit road. He must have had an hour worth of damage or something on that. Well, let's see if we can maybe get somebody here to talk to, being we're under caution.
Well, it seems like it's going to be the captain and Mr. Scott for the rest of this race. How ironic is that?
Yeah, let me, yeah, he's probably a good one here to drag down.
Bring him on down. Let's talk to him.
Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk, you got a copy.
Oh, yeah. How's it going, bud?
Hey, Captain Kirk. Hey, you're running in 8th place here. Did you get any damage on that accident?
Well, whenever I got completely airborne there, I don't know if my suspension took a hit or not, but no, I didn't get any body damage. I didn't get hit right there.
Well, that's a good thing. I know, you know, you're probably not even going to close up on first place, but you may be looking at around second place in the points and possibly going to get a trophy if you can finish a race.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Hurdles got locked up. We've known that for a while.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, we got Brian Phillips. He's 4 points ahead of me. And, like, in the points, I don't know where he's at on track, but I got to finish either 4 spots ahead of him or get some bonus points here. I already got 1 for leading the lap, and I'm aiming to get 2 for no incidences, so I can see what I do right here. But just trying to get second right here, just finish, you know, finish in the respectable position, and yeah, that's what we're going to do.
He's falling back here, and I don't know what the deal is. No, he's back in 14th place, and you're in 8th, so he's about 6 places behind you.
All right, so I mean, yeah, that's just what we're trying to do, just stay 3 spots ahead of him since we got that 1 point. So that's the game plan from here on out. Me and Brenton are going to try to win it, though.
Well, yeah, because it looks like Tommy Lee with a lot of damage on that wreck. I don't think he's going to be able to be in any in contention for him. I know that kind of ruined y'all's strategy for this race, but good luck out there, William, and go get him, brother.
Yeah, I mean, he did save me. He told me where to go and took it, you know, all on his own. So, I mean, that's a lot of respect to him. Thanks for everything. But, all right, man, have fun, and good luck to you up there.
All right.
Good luck, William.
Okay. Ready to get this thing back under green. And I don't think they're, you guys...
2 to green. We're going 1 to green right here.
Okay.
Single file.
Single file again? Okay.
Yes, sir. And he'll let us know. Right now, I don't know if you caught on. I didn't tell you, but we're not allowed to push right now. And he's going to let us know when we can start pushing again. I'm assuming for the last 10 laps.
Okay.
As long as we stay caution-free between now and then. Otherwise, he may not let us push again the rest of the race.
Yeah, this is caution number 3. So,
which is actually a lot less than what we average, Rudy. A lot less.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. We average about 7 to 7.5. So 3 ain't bad, especially at this joint.
Yeah. Well, it was good news for you, Scott. Let's see, that puts you back up into 9th place now.
Give me just a second, Rudy. I got to chat with my teammate here.
Yep. James Lehman possibly looking at a win here tonight. 17 to go. We're going to be 16 to go when they get the green flag.
All right, Rudy, now I got a copy. I had to send him the private channel there so I could talk to him.
Yep. But 16 laps to go and they get the green. So this race is going to be over in the next few minutes here, folks, and then we're going to get a chance to talk to our winner and the champion.
I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that I don't have too much damage. I shouldn't.
All right, pace car getting ready to dive onto pit road. It does. James Lehman ready to hit the gas. Green, green, green. And boy, what a good restart for him. Butler and Pearson kind of laying back just a little bit on that restart. Mike Vining, we talked about Mike all day, running in the 4th spot, and good run for Vernon Markham, running in 5th. He's another one that's been a victim of a lot of stuff that goes out on these races, man. He always seems like he gets caught up in stuff. Here he is running in 5th today, having a pretty good run. Hopefully it stays that way. Thomas Keene running in the 7th spot. And Lehman going backwards. These guys went to the high side and went right around them. Joshua Morgan coming up on Lehman's tail. As Sean Butler finally leads his first lap of the race here.
Tell him what you were really going to say, Rudy.
What?
I heard it. I heard that F word almost slip.
No.
Sounded like it. Well, it looks like me and the captain finally joined the party here, Rudy.
All right, good deal. Get hooked up with the captain and you'll go to the front.
Well, we can't push yet. That's why we're pushing.
Yep.
We're not allowed to push yet, but we're right here.
All right, 15 laps to go, folks. Mike Vining in 3rd. Right behind him, James Lehman trying to hang on to him. Ooh, gets a little tap in the rear there of Mike Vining. I don't think he meant to do that, but kind of hard to hold it off of somebody's tail, without pushing, being that close. So, all right, Lehman back to 6th now. And Vernon Markham up on that high side. Boy, he is really still having a good run. Brian Phillips just now coming off of pit road. That's going to put him way back in 16th. Could blow his chances. That could blow his chances for taking 2nd in the points with Kirk running as good as he is. William Kirk still running in the 9th place right ahead of Scott Brinson.
Yeah, we're just hanging right now. When we get that okay to push, man, you're going to see a whole different attitude from these 2 trucks.
Well, I hope we don't see any more cautions.
It's either records or checkers, Rudy.
Thomas Keene up on the high side now. In front of Joshua Morgan. Vernon Markham right behind him. The 3 of them could get a run when they're able to push. Probably going to be at about 8 to go because I think you guys started at 16 to go, so it's going to be 6 to go when you'll be able to push again. Probably. I don't know.
Is that what he said?
I don't know.
Maybe 10 to go.
I don't know.
We're only 2 away. We'll get the word sooner.
Yep.
I'll let you know as soon as he says.
All right, so
You'll
Sean
see
Butler.
I'm sorry to try to walk over you, but you'll see a whole different reaction as soon as we get that okay out here from all these guys.
But Sean Butler's still out in the lead. Led 4 laps. At least he gets that bonus point. Not in the hunt for the championship, but Thomas Keene loose. That's going to put him way back in the field, but no caution. Everybody checking up and no caution, folks. And he takes it clear down across the grass, wanting to get back up on the track.
Wow, no caution.
Boy, and this is good for Sean Butler and Stephen Pearson as they start pulling away. Still not giving the order that they can push yet. Joshua Morgan hanging on in 3rd. Vernon Markham 4th. James Lehman 5th. Brian Ray with a good finish in 6th. It ain't over yet, but a good run. William Kirk in 7th. And Mike Vining, boy, that really kind of hurt him with he had to check up on that field. Matthew Breckel 10th. And Mark Robertson 11th. But that put Thomas Keene way back in 12th. Back here with Rush in 13th. Those 2 are going to be battling for position as they come up on the back of Brian Phillips. And Brian just not as fast as they are. They just go on around him. Brian back in 16th place, 1 lap down. And he'd probably like to see a caution right now to get back on the lead lap, but he has got a lot of damage on that truck. So let's get back up to the front. Boy, a bunch of them are joining the party up here. Joshua Morgan up on the high side of Sean Butler, being pushed by Vernon Markham. And I guess they've been given the order to push now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
We're so far back, though. We need a caution.
Well, Williams should still finish well enough to be second in the points, so ahead of Brian Phillips. But 9 more laps to go, folks. Cars spread out all the way around the track, but this front 6 here still hanging tough. Brian Ray taking up the 6th spot there behind James Lehman. Joshua Morgan coming down into the groove, dumping off Vernon Markham. No, he goes back up. He needs to make up his mind which lane he's going to be in. Vernon Markham having to duck it down to the bottom line. Wow, a lot of bumping and banging. Some pretty close calling going on right there.
Well, if we're going to get a caution, it's got to happen in the next 4 laps, otherwise it'll finish under caution.
Well, just hang on because it's probably going to happen. Joshua Morgan is just like all over the place here. He doesn't know whether he wants to go high, low, or what. And he's come awful close 2 or 3 times to Stephen Pearson. Vernon Markham and Brian Ray up on the high side back there. Now dive it back down to the bottom. James Lehman hanging on in 4th. And Sean Butler looking to maybe win this thing today. 7 more laps to go, folks. William Kirk back in 7th. Him and Scott Brinson in 8th. 7.8 seconds off of the leader. Well, that really checked up that field a lot. With 7 laps to go, I just don't think there's any chance of them getting back up there. Mark Robertson in 9th. Matthew Breckel 10th, and Mike Vining right behind them in 11th. Then we go back to Thomas Keene in 12th and Rush in 13th. And those guys, it's possible they could be lapped before the race is over, but we'll have to wait and see. Kyle Streichard back in 15th with a lot of damage. Kevin O'Brien, I missed him, 14th. He's got some damage. And Brian Phillips, 16th. Christopher Hurlow, our champ, riding here in 17th. Kirk Mills in 18th. Lee Bedsall, 19th. And Tommy Lee still sitting on pit road trying to get that damage fixed. And he is in 20th. Wow. All right, back up front. Kevin O'Brien going low and letting the leaders by. Good job, Kevin. That puts him the first one a lap down. Caution would come out now. He would get that lap back, be at the tail end of the lead lap in 14th.
Yeah, but if we get a caution now, Rudy, it's going to finish under caution.
Yeah. 5 more laps to go, folks. Man, I'd love to see this finish green. It'd be awesome.
I'm thinking it might. It's got that feeling to it.
Well, I think we'll go ahead and interview the top 3 anyhow, and then we'll get to our champion, and we'll give him lots of airtime. I know his family's watching, and he's going to be just pumped up. I know his first full season over here, and comes out of here with a championship. That's pretty amazing. You know, I think he only ran a couple of races last season with us right at the tail end, and started this season, and he is just, and he hasn't looked back, man. He's just been consistent. That's what it takes. He's had a couple of bad races that's kept the points pretty tight for the longest time there, and then the last couple of weeks he's had some good finishes, and that he kind of gained some on points on second and third place. So, well, these guys all pretty much nose to tail right now. Coming around here this time, going to be 3 to go, and this front 6 still nose to tail. James Lehman trying to get a little bump on Joshua Morgan there, but really, boy, he's having a hard time staying on his bumper. Brian Ray right there in 6th. And Mark Robertson, boy, we got a good battle going on back here. Mark Robertson bringing Matthew Breckel and Mike Vining, trying to pass Scott Brinson and William Kirk on the high side. Mark Robertson, man, where did he come from?
Not sure. I looked up my mirror. I saw this big lime green thing coming. But here we come, back on the outside.
Good battle going on back there, but man, I can't leave these leaders because we're coming up at, we're going to be 2 to go this time by, and boy, look at on the high side, Vernon Markham and Brian Ray as they come up here to go 3 wide by Brian Phillips, and almost a wreck right there. Wow. Vernon Markham looking for a win here. Boy, it would be nice to see him in Victor Lane, but right now he's running in 3rd. Brian Ray 4th as they got by Josh Morgan and James Lehman. But you still got a couple laps to go here, so anything could happen because, boy, Josh Morgan and James Lehman coming up on the high side. They get a run. If Lehman can stay on the bumper of Morgan, he might be able to push him up there, but I don't know. Coming to the line, going to be one more lap. White flag going to be in the air. Sean Butler takes it to the line right here. One more lap, folks, here at Daytona. And boy, the cars are starting to shuffle around up there quite a bit. Brian Ray up on the back of Vernon Markham pretty tight. And I don't know, boy, they're going to make a move. They're going to have to make it on the last turn right here. Sean Butler knows he's a sitting duck up there, but Pearson is going to stay right with them and going to push him. He's probably just redlining that thing right now. Kyle Streichard's up on the high side. Oh, no, Pearson, no! What the heck just happened there? Butler, oh, man, bumping and banging, coming to the line, and it looks like Lehman's going to get 2nd. Brian Ray 3rd. Holy smokes, we got to go back and look at this, folks. I got to. I just got to. Man, what a crazy turn of events that was.
Sounded like it. I couldn't see much from where I was at. Sounded like it, though.
I got to go back here a little bit because it looked like Vernon Markham might have got into Stephen Pearson or whatever here, but we're going to slow it right down to a creepy crawl. But our winner is Sean Butler, by the way. Oh, okay, Vernon Markham, there was a little bit of net coding there. They were kind of keeping it down low because Streichard was up on the high side, and he's not to blame, but he got caught up in that as well. He was well out of the way. He was almost into the wall. And that takes Stephen Pearson. Oh, man. Poor guy. He can't get a break. All right, so back up here as Sean Butler burns them down. We will get down here. Let's see if we can get some of these guys down here. I wanted to talk to Sean first. And I don't know, Scott, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you
just pulling into the pits?
Okay, I was wondering if you could help me if you get a minute there. Sure. I'm going to get Sean down here and start talking to him. Where did he go?
I'll find the other 2 guys. Just do your thing.
Where did Sean go?
Not sure.
Where did he go? He just left. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Sean Butler, you got a copy.
Yes, I do.
What a wild finish there, brother, but you managed to keep it up in front and bring it into victory lane here tonight for the season finale at Maximum Speed Racing. How does it feel?
It was an awesome race. Want to go ahead and thank Steve there at the end. He stuck with me. I know you really wanted to get a win here, and it just didn't work out that way. But man, what a great finish! I had to block real hard off that corner. I lost all my drafting help, but that's just part of the racing here.
Well, just to kind of, there was, with the lap car, Kyle Streichard's on the high side, and it looked like Vernon Markham kind of kept it a little bit too close down there, and there was some net coating involved because they were about a foot apart. So before Steven gets all tore up about it, there was some net coating in there, okay? And but when he just tried to keep it down away from Kyle Streichard's on that high line and just barely got into Stephen Pearson's back bumper and it spun him around. But, man, you bring it into victory lane tonight, Sean. Good to see you up there in victory lane once again. It's getting to be quite popular in victory lane, aren't you?
Well, I enjoy racing, and I'm always out here to try to win. So it's a fun time. I just, it's one of those awesome things to be able to get up here and not just win once, but multiple times and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race out there. We did have a couple of cautions, but I don't know. What did you think about the no pushing thing there toward the end, where you guys are coming down to the end of it, but no pushing for quite a few laps there. How did that work around you guys, and what did you think of it?
It works just fine. It's you just got to you have to know the limit of how close you can get to a truck without touching it, and that's what I was doing for a little bit. I was just kind of riding there until the outside lane got a good run, and then I just got real close to the truck's bumper in front of me, and we were able to pull away again. But I like not pushing sometimes, but it's hard to really make a pass or really I just wish if they didn't want you to push or something, I wish iRacing could make something that way you couldn't push in a corner or something. That if you can push, anyone can push on a straightaway, but if you can't push in a quarter without hooking someone, that would make it a little bit better racing, I think.
Right. Well, how did the setup feel for you out there tonight, Sean?
I thought the setup was great. It just was a little hooked up. It wasn't loose. It wasn't tight. It was nice and neutral, and you could easily push and be pushed, I thought. Mm-hmm. So it was just a great feeling truck out there tonight.
All right. Well, good job out there tonight, Sean. Congratulations to you on your win. Anybody else you want to thank?
Well, of course, you guys up there in the booth. I think Scott was down here racing with us tonight. I know he had some bad luck, but and then you guys over here at Max Speed Racing. I'm looking forward to trying to run again with you guys next season.
All right. Very good. It'd be great to have you, Sean. I mean, man, wow. It's always good to see you up there in the top running.
Thank you, Reese.
Congratulations, Sean.
Thanks, man.
All right, we got second place there. Let's see. Who was it to come in second?
Mr. Lehman.
Nice. That's nice.
James Lehman. Hey!
Yeah, that's very nice.
Well, I'm looking at my driver's list over here, and it's showing Josh Morgan, and I'm thinking, huh?
Yeah, you're not used to seeing my name in second place, so that's the truth.
Well, James, talk about your race out there tonight, because I know you were kind of like, well, you led quite a few laps, and you were up there where it just like you didn't really know who you wanted to work with. You and Joshua Morgan working together for quite a while, and it was just kind of like a bounce around from driver to driver until you finally settled in there. Now that hook job on Stephen Pearson, I went back and looked at that, and it just looked like some net coating. Tell us what you seen, because you were kind of like right almost in the middle of that.
Yeah, I couldn't see really much because I was looking at Joshua Morgan's bumper the whole time. I was just paying attention on his spoiler, but when I went by him and what I heard over the radio is pretty much a lot of the net code.
Yeah.
Because like the 378 barely came down, and then I mean, it was a lot of net code, and barely touched them, shoved them right up the track. I mean, it was a mess.
Yeah, it
Sucks
sure
that it
was.
ended like that, but I was hoping that we'd make it 3 wide and make it interesting. But
well,
right.
As good as you ran tonight, was you looking at the possibility of maybe being able to be in victory lane tonight?
Oh, dude, that was going through my head the whole race. I mean, on that last restart, I was so mad because I knew exactly what Sean Butler was going to do on that restart. Just pass me on the outside and freight train me because of that no pushing rule.
Yep.
I knew it was coming because once I lost my partner, Kirk Mills, the whole race, I mean, yeah, I knew I was going to get ran over. I was pretty certain I wasn't even going to finish in the top 3 because I fell back to 6 because there's some good drivers in the top 5, so...
Well, circumstances worked in your favor, and you brought it home second tonight. Congratulations to you, and anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
I got to give a shout-out to my mom. She's actually watching me for this race, and to Joshua Morgan for sticking with me for most of that race.
All right, very good, very good. And congratulations again, buddy. Good job out there today.
Thank you.
All right, we got, let's see, Brian Ray. Brian, you got a copy?
I do, Rudy.
Wow, you come in third tonight, buddy. It looked pretty intense out there for a little while. You managed to slip through and get third place. What did you see going on there? Because I know, I looked at it, and I'm hearing other reports saying that there was some net coding involved in that ordeal with Vernon Margam. You got hooked up with Vernon. You kind of was back and forth, and on the high side tried everything. What happened out there that you seen?
Rudy, all I saw were cars going over the top of me, and and then I was behind the 01.
Man, well, you bring it into third. This is good to see you up there in the hunt. A pretty good season here. I think that, we're going to crown the champion here in a little bit, but a pretty good season. Is your plans to come back next season and run the B car with us?
Oh yeah, I enjoyed the B car.
Well, we already got the schedule worked up. We're going to be starting that November 4th. It'll be taking the place of the trucks. Just for a season, we kind of wanted to give it a little bit of a break on the trucks, and Ed and I kind of talked about it, and we said, we're going to run the B car. It's a pretty popular one, maybe not quite as popular as the trucks, but pretty popular. We're going to give it a try. We already got the season set. And it is on the website if anybody wants to go look at the website here, Maximum Speed Racing. And we've got the season ready. This one here, season's over. I don't know exactly where you're at in the points, Brian, but how do you think your season went here this year?
Oh, I had a good time. I was just getting used to racing with these guys, being the first season. So just kind of laid in the back and waited towards the end of the races to race with them. We had a good time. Enjoyed it.
Well, that's good. We always like to see you up there running, Brian. I root for you each and every week, and it just seems like, boy, there's a lot of weeks you just kind of get the crappy end of the stick sometimes, and get you're always caught up into somebody else's crap. But you finished pretty good here tonight, third place. Great job. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I just want to say thank to you guys, Ed, and everybody for putting us on and putting up with all of us.
It is quite a job to put up with everybody, I got to admit. But thanks, Brian, and congratulations on your third place here tonight. Good job, buddy.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, we're looking for our champion. We got to get our champion down here, Christopher Hurlow. You got a copy?
Woohoo! Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Yeah, well, you stayed in it. You didn't take my advice, but you did all right. You didn't incur any more incidents, to get you disqualified from the race. You win the championship here. Talk about your season here this year, the ups and downs.
We've had a lot of good runs, especially at the beginning of the season. We won the first 2 races, and we led the points the whole season. We gave up a lot of points throughout the middle of the season, and we had to play really conservative throughout the entire season after getting in trouble at Talladega and running second the whole time at Homestead. And pretty much got turned there and finished 12th. And we should have pulled away with the championship, I think, a lot earlier on in the season, but we just gave a lot of points out the window there. And but it's been a good season, and I'm thankful to get through this whole season. It's been definitely long, and it's been stressful too.
Oh, I'll bet. Yeah. Well, how has your family been rooting you on?
Oh, they're my number one supporters. This championship is definitely for them. They tune in and watch me every week, and they get really excited. They pop some popcorn and sit around the big screen TV and watch it every week. So they're definitely excited, and I'm excited too. And I was thinking about joining you up in the booth, but I'm gonna try to be a fighting champion and try to gain every spot I can, just in case there is some way that I didn't have it locked up. And that's why I didn't join you up in the booth.
Well, I wasn't trying. I know the racer in you is saying, no, you're going to be out there racing. So, you did the right thing. I was just thinking, that I guess I wasn't thinking that, okay, if you get 14 incidents, you're disqualified. That's only a couple of points you'd lose. That's not enough to lose the championship. So I wasn't thinking on that clearly. But I talked to Scott about that, after you went back up, and I said, I guess I didn't think about that all the way, but I just didn't want you to lose that championship. I mean, you battled so hard this year for it, and you deserve it. So, you come in number one this year, and what's that going to do for you? Like momentum-wise, what's that going to do for you for next season when we go to the B car?
I think it's just going to help a lot. It's really helped out with the confidence. This makes the second championship that I've won in 2 different leagues. So we've won in the B car championship. The only championship we haven't won yet in the NASCAR type series is the A car, and we haven't really even competed for that. And I just think it's going to be really good for us, and it's really created a lot of momentum on my side, and it's more or less created more confidence in my ability to drive these things and to go out there and do what I do.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of that, I was talking earlier in the broadcast. I kind of I gave a shout out to your wife and your mom and dad, and told them, thanking them for allowing you to do what you do out here. This hobby of ours is, it's crazy, but it's a sim game, and we act like it's real life. But to us, this is as close to real thing as we'll ever see. And I wanted to thank them for allowing you to be in here racing with us, and look what it got you. You're gonna have a beautiful trophy here in a couple of weeks. It'll be shipped to you, and it'll be something that you'll be able to cherish for the rest of your life. And my hat's off to you, Christopher. You just drove your heart out this season.
Thank you, Rudy. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to seeing the trophy and having it shipped here to the house. We've got a mantle up here where I put all my trophies, so I got a spot already, set out for the trophy with Maximum Speed Racing. It's been a pleasure to be over here racing with everybody and all the racers and everybody. It's been a phenomenal season, and just really blessed and thankful to be able to do this and have fun at it. And it might not be the real thing, but I've did the real thing before, and it's really expensive to do the real thing, and this is the closest thing. You're exactly right. This is the closest thing to driving a real race car, and honestly, I've done both, and I think sim racing is more of a challenge because you don't have that feel in the seat. You have to basically feel off of your eyes and your ears. So I think if I ever got the chance to go back out there on the racetrack, and I think I would do a lot better. This has just helped me out a lot with my hand-eye coordination, and I'm a lot more faster and more intelligent driver than what I ever had been.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, anybody you want to thank other than Ed and I? I know you've had a lot of people working with you this season, so probably have quite a few of them you want to thank, and maybe your wife, and your family and stuff. So, this is your time. Knock it out.
Yeah, first and foremost, I'd like to thank my family, of course. This championship is definitely for them. I'd like to thank all the drivers in Maximum Speed Racing. William Kirk, he did a phenomenal job this season. He finished second in points. He did a great job, and Tommy Lee, he's always a pretty much of a class act, and I think Daniel Smallwood even had a great season too. And all these guys have ran me clean for most of the part of the season, and it's just it's been really fun, and I've learned a lot over here.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you've enjoyed yourself. That's what it's all about. You know, we kind of want to put the fun into it, and back into it. And I know it's been a rough season for a lot of folks. So we really want to kind of put the fun back into it next season. So, but we're going to have a week off, and then we'll be back November 4th. So, but again, congratulations, Christopher. Ed, did you want to give Christopher congratulations there?
Congratulations, Christopher Harlow, for winning the championship, bro. Good job.
Thank you, Ed. I appreciate you guys letting me come over here and just let me be a part of this league. It's awesome that you guys hand out $10 every week, and you hand out a trophy at the end of the year too. Not many leagues do that, so just thankful to be a part of it.
You're very welcome, buddy. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, and you still owe me $10.
You're going to get your $10. I'll give you your $10.
You got to win next season, so you get your $10.
I'm telling you, I was going to do my best tonight.
I know you
try
were.
to give you that $10 back, but it just didn't work out. But
I know
we
you
picked
were.
up 5 spots there. That's why I stuck with it.
Yeah. All right, Christopher. Well, again, congratulations, buddy. And we're going to run down through the results and get the heck out of here. We got lots of work to do this evening here before I can get out of here. So,
Rudy, I just want to say
Yep.
that, Chris, it was a pleasure racing with you tonight, man. And congratulations on a job well done this season, and enjoy that championship, brother.
All right, thanks, Scott. I appreciate it, man. I hate that it didn't work out for us there. I think we would have had a shot there if that didn't happen, that big wreck. But that's just a part of plate racing, and sometimes you got to be better. You got to be more lucky than have skill at those type of places. It's just part of plate racing. It always has been. It's either your feast or famine there.
I'll see you at Texas in 2 weeks. I'll be back in the car in 2 weeks at Texas.
Yeah, 10-4. See you then.
Enjoy that championship, brother. You earned it.
We're gonna pop some corks and celebrate with the wife here and the family. We're definitely happy.
all right, guys, let's run down through the results here. Sean Butler winning here tonight. James Lehman with a great finish for James coming in second. Brian Ray third. Joshua Morgan fourth. Mark Robertson fifth. Matthew Breckel sixth. Scott Brinson coming in seventh. Good run for Scott. Back there a little ways, but he came in seventh. Mike Vining eighth. Vernon Markham ninth. William Kirk, the captain, coming in 10th. Stephen Pearson 11th. Thomas Keene 12th. Rush 13th. Good job for Rush. Kevin O'Brien 14th. Kyle Streichars 15th. Brian Phillips 16th. Christopher Hurlow, our champion, finishing 17th tonight after an early wreck. Lee Bedsall 18th. Kirk Mills 19th. And Tommy Lee, I believe, no, he finished 20th, excuse me. Chris Fires 21st. Jason Allison 22nd, Stephen Hollingsworth 23rd, and Ed Hewitt rounding out the field in 24th position. So again, congratulations to our winner, Sean Butler, and our champion, Christopher Hurlow, and we'll see you tomorrow night for another broadcast. Thanks for watching here at MaxSpeedTV. Have a good